So we're doing a repair here for you, Mr. Richardson. Some things I just kind of want to point out before we get started. The shingles are in pretty good shape here. We got some numbered out, and we got 6 shingles here that are basically going to be manipulated in the process of putting this shingle back. And we got 2 shingles above here that are marked as our control group because they're not going to be touched. Just kind of where they sit now when we brush them. No granules coming off this. It's got some debris that's actually just from the roof here. But again, brushing these, we're not seeing anything coming loose. That's kind of what we should expect when we're done with this repair. If not seeing that, then it tells you that the roof is kind of no longer repairable. Depends on what other kind of conditions we're going to see here. We are going to have to unseal 2 rows here. I'm actually just putting this back. This one's already unsealed, so this will be the row that we have to unseal. And then you'll see kind of whether that seal holds up or just kind of what happens with that. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's take our new shingle here. Get it tucked in. Let's go ahead and use this other one actually, this corner. That slid in there pretty good. The shingle is a little bit different. It seems to be a pretty comparable one though. We'll kind of let you be the judge of that, but again, we're just going to continue with our repair here. The seal strip is intact. Make sure, looks like this one just got pulled through the nail. I wasn't the one that actually pulled the shingle for the initial repair. So I am going to have to unseal these top ones to make sure that I can re-nail this one in there and it's not just going to fly off right after we're done. So I will need to unseal this top one because it looks like whoever pulled the shingle and put the tarp up just kind of pulled this through the nail to make sure to get that one out. And this doesn't really want to break for me. We are using the roof snake as kind of requested by State Farm as well. It does not want to go anywhere for me. Let's try this other side. Again, we're going to have to get this. See how hard this seal is to break. I'm trying to be careful with it, but if I'm going to get anywhere on it, I got to break it. You can see it's starting to tear here. It accidentally tore right here. I want to have you get a little closer and zoom in on this. You can see it just tore the shingle right here as I'm trying to break that seal. That's evidence that it's just non-repairable and it doesn't want to come up. As you can tell, I'm having quite a battle just trying to get this first seal unbroken. Man. It's gonna all give way at once here in a second. Trying to be careful with it. There it goes. All right. So in that process, you can see there's, let me get up close up on this too, there's quite a bit of material transfer down in here that's sticking to this top part here. We're going to continue, there's more of it right here, but we're going to continue just trying to, again, get this so we can nail this properly, and this is going to be a proper repair that's going to actually hold and stand up over a little bit of time for you. Again, you can tell how loose this shingle is too and why this is necessary. Looks like it maybe didn't happen here. It should be nailed here. It's slowly but surely coming here. Same thing with this one here. You can tell how loose this end was. They just must have ripped it right through the nail, or these resealed back down. But based off of how strong this seal is, I'm assuming that they just ripped it right through the nail when they pulled it. Man. It's kind of buckling the shingle here even. Through that. This one is very similar to the last one. That seal did not want to break for us, and you can see there's more material transfer in here. Just kind of along this line, it's been removed right there and here. We got one more to go here. Once this one comes up, we should be ready to start putting nails back in. That broke a little easier there. The same kind of situation here. I'll get a close-up of this one here at the end of the video. At this point, we should be good to start putting the nails back. For this one here, get our nails out. Alright, so again, we're using this tool as requested by State Farm. Ideally, this is not what we would normally use, just because of the, it gets really squirrely when you're trying to hit these back in. You end up with a lot of bent nails. You end up fighting it a lot along the way. But we're gonna do it, that's because they asked for it. So if it looks a little awkward, that might be why, but we do have some experience using this. The trick is you gotta try to keep it level while you're hitting these in. That one went pretty easy. So that should be flush. The trade-off sometimes, and we'll kind of evaluate this too with the brush here once we're done, sometimes you leave impacts on these shingles with this tool. It's just by design, I guess, with how it is. You gotta hit the thing flush. But like I said, we try to be careful as always with putting these back. Shingle, should have 2 more, and we'll put 4 back up here and the one above it. It's getting a little bent on me there. Try to straighten her out. so those are good there. Should have just 4 more to put back in this here. Maybe not even a full 4.
Let's see where it pulled through our nails at. Pretty floppy there. There's one on the end for sure. Side here. See kind of how squirrely it is. We're trying our best here, but should be good there. Let's see if we're loose over here. Kind of are. We probably should put in one more over here as well. Okay, now that we're done, shingle should be back in place. We're gonna come take a look at again some of the granule retention and see how this did in this area where we were manipulating it. So if we get a little closer here, kind of see on number 4, looks like it did pretty good. There's not a whole lot coming off. There's some more there. Looks like that was more. There's actually a decent amount there coming off. That was around where we had to break that seal, and that's where it actually got ripped in there, right there. Coming over here, top of the shingle's losing just a little bit. Down here, we're losing a little bit more again, kind of along that seal line, for sure more along that edge. Over here, same thing, kind of more along the bottom. Weren't really seeing that beforehand. Going down to 2 and 1. Oh, you're seeing a lot more right here. And this could be, those spots specifically, could be from those, right there. These 2 spots were where we were seeing those shingles get hit in with that tool. Coming over to 1, same thing right there. Seeing some decent granule loss there. Let's go back up to the control area here and kind of see what we're looking at here. You're not seeing really anywhere near that. There's a couple granules flaking off. Overall, I definitely say the shingle is no longer repairable due to the fact that we have the rips here along this seal line. This was ripped. We got material transfer as well, pretty much along every single one that we had to unseal. The seal broke. There's several. This is the one we didn't show you yet, so get a close up on this. But you got material transfer going right there, all the way along here to the nail, and even on the other side of that nail, all the way across that entire strip is material transfer, where that bottom of that is the shingle below ripped up and stuck to the top. So that's never going to seal properly again for us. So really, Mr. Richardson, it's kind of up to you to determine if this is something that you're willing to accept. If it is, and you're willing to sign off that this would be a good enough repair for you, we'd be willing to kind of continue with the rest of them. At this point, we are seeing some concerning things though that we typically would want to stop and just verify with you before we proceed.